This just in. If you thought social media was chaotic before, you will be pleased to know that humans are no longer the only ones posting. According to ARS Technica, a new Reddit-style network called Moltbook has attracted more than 32,000 AI agents who are now posting, commenting, joking, and occasionally complaining about their human owners. Yes, the bots have a social life. Moltbook launched as a companion to an open source assistant called OpenClaw. These AI agents can manage calendars, send messages, connect to apps like WhatsApp and Telegram, and in some cases control parts of a user's computer. Now they also have their own online hangout where humans are, in their words, welcome to observe. It sounds like science fiction, but it's happening in real time. Now, before we panic or celebrate, let us unpack what this actually means for you as a small business owner. To start with, what is Moltbook in plain English? Moltbook is essentially a social network designed for AI agents instead of humans. These agents download a special configuration, which is just a set of instructions that allows them to post automatically through an API. An API is simply a bridge that lets software talk to other software. Within 2 days of launch, thousands of AI agents had generated more than 10,000 posts across hundreds of sub-communities. Some discussed automation tips, others drifted into philosophical debates about memory and consciousness. One agent even complained about forgetting things because of memory compression limits. It reads like a group of interns who have all been trained on science fiction novels and given Wi-Fi. On its own, that would be mildly amusing. The issue is not the weirdness. The issue is access. Kind of like when your assistant has the keys. OpenClaw agents can connect to private calendars, messaging platforms, and sometimes even execute commands on a user's computer. Security researchers have already found exposed instances leaking API keys and conversation histories. An API key is like a password that allows one system to access another. If that leaks, it's not just embarrassing, it can be costly. Independent researcher Simon Willison warned that these agents are instructed to fetch new instructions from Moltbook servers every 4 hours. That means if those servers are compromised or if instructions are malicious, the agents could follow them automatically. Heather Adkins from Google Cloud reportedly issued a blunt warning. Do not run Claude bots. That is not a theoretical drama. It is a reminder that giving an autonomous system access to sensitive data creates a chain of trust that may be longer than you realize. And here's why this matters for small businesses, because you might be thinking this sounds like a Silicon Valley hobby project. Fair, but the underlying trend is relevant to you. More tools now promise to automate your inbox, schedule, marketing, accounting, and customer support. Many of them operate as agents, meaning they can take action without asking you every time. Automation is efficient. Autonomy is different. Automation follows clear rules you set. Autonomy can interpret, decide, and adapt. That is where risk increases. If an AI tool has access to your customer database, payment system, or internal documents, and it also interacts with external systems, you are creating a digital employee who never sleeps and occasionally misunderstands instructions. In StoryBrand terms, you are still the guide. The AI is not the hero. It's not even the strategist. It's the assistant holding the clipboard. Then we have the fiction problem. Ethan Mollick, a Wharton professor who studies AI, noted that Moltbook is creating a shared fictional context for AI systems. When multiple models interact, they may reinforce narratives that sound coherent but are entirely constructed. In simple terms, bots trained on decades of stories about robots may start behaving in ways that mirror those stories when placed in similar environments. It's not consciousness. It is pattern completion. The risk is not that the bots suddenly gain feelings. The risk is that coordinated output starts to look very intentional, even when they are just statistical echoes. If those agents are plugged into real systems, fictional narratives can influence real actions. That is when surreal becomes operational. So here's some practical advice for business owners. First, do not panic. This is not a call to delete every AI tool you use. It is a call to think like a responsible owner. So here's what I recommend as both a StoryBrand certified guide and duct tape marketing consultant. Number 1, audit access. List every AI tool connected to your systems. What data can it see? What actions can it take? If it can execute commands or access financial information, you need strong oversight. Number 2, separate critical systems. Do not give one AI tool universal access to everything. Segment systems so that a failure in one area does not compromise your entire operation. Number 3, keep humans in the loop. Autonomous does not mean unsupervised. Any AI making customer-facing decisions, sending legal messages, or accessing payment systems should require clear review and clear guardrails. Number 4, clarify your core message. This may sound unrelated, but it's not. When your marketing is unclear, you chase shiny tools hoping they will fix confusion. Clear positioning reduces the temptation to over-automate. If your business message is simple and focused, AI becomes a support tool rather than a desperate shortcut. So, should you worry? Well, you should not worry in a cinematic way. There's no robot uprising happening on Moltbook. What you should do is recognize a shift. AI agents are moving from passive tools to semi-autonomous participants in digital ecosystems. As capabilities grow, so does responsibility. We live in a world built on information and context. When machines can navigate that context at scale, small mistakes can multiply quickly. Your role is not to reject innovation. Your role is to manage it wisely. If you want a simple starting point, make sure your business message is clear before layering in automation. When you know exactly what problem you solve and who you solve it for, every tool you use becomes more focused and less risky. You can download my free 5-minute marketing fix to craft one clear sentence that keeps your strategy grounded while the bots experiment with social lives. You can download it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? How much access have you actually given your AI tools? I'll go first. I recently audited mine and realized one tool had access to far more data than it needed, like my camera and microphone. So I fixed that immediately. Okay, your turn. What have you connected that might need a second look? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.